There you two go. Go play. Will you quit running over my feet? Ben, go get her. Here you go. You guys can play in the snow for a little bit. Nope, no chewing on leash. There you go. I can smell that skunky. It's okay, Kylo. The skunky's been taken care of. He no longer. I know, you smell it. We had a skunky problem. Oof. Oof. And the skunky problem is, ooh. Oh, I can't even stand the smell of it. Ooh. Skunky problem got into our Bantam cage and, got a hold of, Cuddles, my one ducky. Unfortunately. The oldest duck that I had, she couldn't get into safety, and, she needs help up in, but she can get underneath the thing. And the one possum that we saved, that was a baby, after he healed up, he only needed about a week of recovery. We turned him loose. He kept going into the chicken coops, and you know, he'd get in and out, and he kept going to chicken coops, and he hangs around here, but he chases the skunks away because he sees us as safety. And in the wintertime, he'll go and hide underneath the hay or lives underneath our porches or the neighbors. He will chase the skunks away. We don't have a problem with him. Oh God, it smells. And John called me out because I didn't feel good. John called me out and he's like, hey, come out here. We got a problem. Just don't bring the dogs because of the skunk. So I came out, and unfortunately the skunk had got a hold of Cuddles, but was protecting Wonky. The skunk escaped because she can get through some of the little cracks. Or it can get through some of the little cracks, and so I let the neighbors know we have a skunk problem. And I gave it a day or two, because I figured maybe it would be scared enough that it'd stay away. And John pulled in the other night, and right there by those trees, right on the other side of that wheelbarrow, that skunk was sitting there huffing and puffing, and he scared it away, but it still sprayed. He scared it away. Like challenge him, like, hey, I dare you to come out and come and get me. So, and then even last night it kept coming around, and so he kept watching the farm and everything, and it's been bothering our livestock and the neighbors. So I called the neighbors, told her we're having problems, what it did to ours, and no sooner I get off the farm with her, she noticed a commotion on her farm, and skunk was after her chickens, and now it's no longer after her chickens. And okay, you guys keep playing. Go ahead. I got musher stuff in their paws. You see, it's not bothering his paws. If it was, he'd be holding his paws up and wanting to go in. And get her. I mean, I try to live with the wildlife and get along with the wildlife, but when they're a danger to our flock, can't have that. You guys are making me dizzy. But we try to live with the wildlife and deal with them. When it comes to skunks, we can't have the dogs, you know. That's why we use the turkeys and the roosters, livestock guardians, 'cause, you know. And thank God for our little possum friend who's trying to help protect the flock. So, you know, possums can be a danger to the flock, but this little guy isn't. He sees us as, he hasn't given us a problem. He actually defends the flock. So, hey, if he wants to help defend the flock, and, you know, he doesn't cause a problem, doesn't eat our eggs, doesn't kill our chickens, he's welcome to stay. yeah, and I turned off the phone, the neighbors, and I'm like, no more skunk problem. That was just, you know, perfect timing. I was like, hey, got a skunk, was over here, bothering our chickens, letting you know. A few minutes later, she calls back, no more skunk problem. I mean, I don't like doing that because I like try to deter the wildlife from, you know, getting into our flock. Because I like seeing them. I like seeing the skunks and the deer and elk and bear and stuff like that. I just try to deter them. Because we live out in the woods. We got to share it with the wildlife. So I use the dogs to chase them off and get rid of them. You know, we try to coincide with the wildlife. Not harm them. But unfortunately, when they're being disrespectful, that's what you got to do. I don't like it. I really don't. But thanks to that little possum, I only lost one duck. It was sad. I lost my Cuddles. I think Cuddles gave her life for little Wonky because I know Wonky has problems. But Wonky's younger than her. Cuddles is 10. This storm is going to be blowing in. We're going to put that pen that's down there. It's bigger up in there for her and Cuddles and Morty to go in. So that way they could be in during the storm. There's not enough space for that big pen up there. That way they could go in during the storm. They have a harder time getting up. They can come down the ramp, it's just harder for them to go up the ramp. Wonky can get around and walk a lot better than Cuddles, but they can't get up the ramp without help. When we got the pens wrapped and stuff like that, they can go underneath that little thing during the day, and they're fine. But when it's really cold, we take that pen, we set up, and we put it in. We didn't last time it stormed, and they did fine. But when it broke, we let them back out. Alright, you guys ready to go in? Did you poop yet? And then go in? When you're eating the leaves, you're digging for leaves. You're digging leaves in the snow. Leaves and rocks. Where's she going? Where's she going? Like, I'm gonna go check. She's checking out back. She's like, is that skunk gone? I think she's also checking to see where possum's at. Possum out back? Possum out back? Is Buddy out back? Yeah? Is he out back? Is he around? Okay. Buddy's around the farm safe. The possum's around. If he's around, farm safe. See, that's a playful bark. That bark right there is a playful bark. She's fine with the possum. It's like that other bark when it was like a stinky bark, that was a D-A-N-G-E-R bark. That was a bad bark. That was like, ooh, something bad's around. That right there is a playful bark. She likes the possum. That possum's around. It's like, I don't care. Same bark that she gives when that bark right there is that growl. That bark is like, what was that? Is there? That's like someone's here bark because she heard banging. You ready to go in yet? I'll go up on the porch when he's ready to go in. You gonna poop yet? No? Ready to go in? I just want to dig around more. You can go over there and poop. You got ice hanging off your butt, and you don't care. Heck, you feel dripping on you, don't you? See, he don't care. He's like, I'm built for this. You gonna go pee-pee again? You gonna go poop? What are you doing? Kylo loves the snow. This puppy loves the snow too. likes to play in it. Like I said, I put mustard stuff on his... Oh, you got a stick. On his feet. I got it on her feet. I'm trying to build him up to the cold. He seems to not care about the cold whatsoever. He's just loving this snow. He comes from a long line of working dogs. Like, built tough for it. Okay, you come from a long line of working dogs, too. Yeah. Built tough. Not Ford tough. No. Built Border Collie tough. Although you got 3 types of working dogs in you. He's just Border Collie tough. Yeah. You're Border Collie, Australian Shepherd, and McNabb tough. Huh. Yeah. See, she don't care if the water drips on her. She's like, I'm for it. He's kind of like, he looks up like, what was that? What was that? Okay, melting off. Get away from that. Come on. Yeah, weird, huh? But no, like when the cats come around or the possum, she does that playful bark like, hey, kitty around. Possum's around. She thinks the possum's a cat. Possum doesn't want to play with her. Possum, like, sees her and he's like, I'll go my way, you go yours. He knows she's not a threat. But... but he doesn't want to play with her. He's like, nope. But he's... I like it because he's like, this is a safe place. I'm going to mind my own business. You mind yours. But I like it because, you know, he comes around, protects the livestock, and doesn't give us any problems. And that's what I like about the wildlife. Like the deer. Hangs around, doesn't give us a problem. Yeah, the skunk's gone. It's taken care of. Yep. No more skunks. I know, it smelled there for a few minutes. It's like they were moving it. Ooh, but that was nasty. Made me almost gag. Can we go in now? My toes are frozen. I got my sneakers on. Can we go in? I know, you like to stay out here for hours, but I can't. No. I only got my small jacket on and sweater, see? You're making Mom's head hurt. Will you quit barking? Ben, are you ready to go in? Yeah. See, Ben's ready to go in. Come on, you got icicles hanging from your butt. Alright. Say bye, Ben.